Security and technology are important parts of all of our lives these days, and one company that is at the forefront of providing these crucial parts of our society is DirectView. And with me is the CEO, Roger Ralston. So great to see you again.
Great to see you, Jane. Always good to be with you.
Okay, so I'm not going to bury the lead. You have some major news to announce.
We do. We have been, as you've heard me discuss before, we've been working on restructuring some massive debt that we've had in the company. And we have successfully been able to do that. So the announcements, what it entails is we had two large note holders in the company, which are the primary note holders. There wasn't, 3 or 5 or 7 or 10 big note holders. There was only two. Those two note holders, we've been able to restructure that debt, and we've taken them out. We brought in a high net worth investor who has given us the ability to go to them, and after a lot of negotiating, we've been able to reduce that debt to $3 million from the total exposure of over $9 million. So it saved the company over $6 million.
Yeah, just by restructuring that debt. I mean, it's amazing
exactly
what it can do to a balance sheet.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. And it also gets away, the monthly payments are gone, things like that. So they're just a straight investor in the company.
Okay.
And it's super exciting. And they're a great investor. So, did a lot of work getting to know them and things like that. And they've got a lot bigger picture mentality. And they're going to be a great backer. They've also have money available for acquisitions and things like that as we need it. And it won't, cause us the need to have to go shopping for money.
Yeah.
They've got the deep enough pockets to be able to take care of all of our, backing.
There's a lot to talk about here.
Yeah.
Let's start with what this means in terms of the company and what you're able to do. So first of all, just the sheer stress relief.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's got to be major for you that you don't have this payment, and it's you've reduced that. It's more manageable now.
Right.
And then what else are you able to do you weren't able to do before because of this debt?
Well, not only the payment, it's also just the look of it as well. There's people that'll look at the balance sheet or look at it because of derivative liabilities and things like that. This debt would have looked like it was, there would be people that say, oh, they have 25 million in debt, which is not true. So, so the number comes way down. And exactly, get rid of the monthly payments, things like that. It gives us the ability to reinvest that money back into the company to help the company grow, which is where that money should go the whole time. So
that's right. You can expand, you can hire, you can
absolutely
research.
It's a game changer. It's awesome. So just a huge difference. And like I said, great people, nice people to work with. And that takes pressure off you as well.
Okay. So that was another question that I wanted to ask is about this investor.
Right.
And obviously, for them to part with money
to
help you and potentially be an investor as you grow
right.
is a major thing for your company as well.
True. They have a lot of belief in the company and a lot of belief in me. They took their time getting to know me, and they took their time getting to know the company, and at the end of the day, they decided to move forward. So, I mean, the space that we're in, the security and surveillance space, is just growing. It's growing by leaps and bounds every day. It's not like anything that's going to go away. It's part of our lives. You get up, you take your kids to school, whether it's at the school, it's at the gas station, it's in this building, everywhere you go. So the potential to grow is huge. And set up as a holding company for acquisitions and things like that, we're out, like I said, still we're working through some potential acquisitions that we've been working on, which takes a lot of time to get through that stuff, and also looking at future acquisitions to potentially move forward with those as well.
Okay, so this is a huge game changer for DirectView.
Absolutely.
This really changes the course of the company.
It does.
Okay, so and we talked a little bit about what it is that you do. So security, surveillance,
correct.
Which is, I mean, cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
We know we're being watched, and you're
right.
really on that mega trend.
We are. I mean, we've got a lot of huge customers out there. We're partnering with some really big companies. I mean, one of the manufacturers that we just brought in that we have just formed a big alliance with, we just signed an agreement with them. I mean, they take care of Walmart. So to be partnering with the right people, I would call that the right people.
Absolutely.
So it's huge.
So what else have you been doing lately? I mean, I know this is major, and it probably took a lot of time and a lot of meetings and a lot of sleepless nights, but I know you have some other things kind of working in the side as well.
We have a lot of things going. We've got new customers that we're bringing on, new national customers that we're working with as far as our current customer base goes. And on top of that, we've been building a large new facility in Dallas, Texas, a multi-purpose facility for sales, training. Our technical support team is going to be based out of there as well. It's great. It's centrally located. You know, there's a hotel, you know, that's got a convention center attached to it right next door, or right down the street. So bringing people in from out of town is awesome, being right in the middle of the country. So that's taken a lot of work, and we wanted to make sure that place was a first-class, you know, flagship place to bring people to.
Now, last time we talked, you were doing some work or starting to in the cannabis space.
We did.
Is that still happening?
It is.
Where is that?
It is. Okay. Cannabis is growing. I mean, yeah, not to use the pun there.
In more ways than one, yeah.
For sure. Cannabis, CBD products, and they all have a need for what we sell. Our products and services are needed in every one of the facilities.
Absolutely, because they don't have that banking, that federal banking legislation that allows them to be able to bank like normal companies would. So they need more protection.
They do. Not only for the cash, but because of the products they're selling, and they're regulated very, very heavily. So, yeah.
All right. So, so what's next then? I mean, when does this all kind of go? When will you be able to really reap the fruits of this major deal that you've done?
Well, I mean, it starts immediately by taking, you know, as they say, the monkey off your back of, you know, monthly payments and things like that. That, like you said, it's a game changer. So we're going to see instant gratification from that alone. And really just as time goes on and we continue to grow, it's just going to keep growing nicely with it. So
tell me a little bit about just the overall surveillance and security industry. Because like I said, we know this is growing.
Right.
Everybody's more nervous and being surveilled and policed, and there's artificial intelligence. And
correct.
What do you think are some of the big trends in this industry? Facial recognition?
Facial recognition is very big. We're into that. We do facial recognition, not only the facial recognition, but artificial intelligence. So if you need to see how many people came in and out of, you know, NASDAQ today wearing an orange tie, you can just put that in and you'll be able to see everyone that came in with an orange tie. It's also gender specific, so it's got a good match on that as well. So you can, every, you know, man with a, you know, an orange tie, or even height and things like that. There's I mean, a whole multitude of different parameters that you can plug in and use for artificial intelligence, or if you're searching for a specific person in a crowd, in stadiums, it's starting to get used and things like that. If, you know, they can have a blacklist of people, things like that.
Okay.
So a lot of uses.
So those are the big trends that we're going to see in the security industry.
It is. It's very big. Very big.
Okay. Thank you so much, Roger. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On that
major
major
feat. Very exciting time for us. It really is.
Sure is. And I'm happy for you that you got that debt paid off, or at least reduced. And
a lot of work.
Now you can move on and focus on expansion and growing the business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It's always great to be with you.
Great to see you too.
Okay.
And thank you as well for joining us. We'll be right back.